Hey, welcome to the call, guys. We'll be getting started in about 60 seconds. I'm letting everybody come in. I'm kind of running a few minutes late here. I have a lot of stuff to show you today. I'm very excited about it. Let's get Wayne on the call. I know he's coming in shortly here. While we're doing this, let's get an audio. Oh, good. We got a loud and clear in San Jose. It sounds like we're ready to rock and roll here. Say that. Okay. Perfect. And you should see a screen that says create and sell your own online video training courses. Okay, perfect. Well, Wayne's running a few minutes late. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started anyway. I hope y'all enjoy this show today because I put in a lot of time and effort because I'm going to actually use it myself in the coming weeks as a kind of as a lead magnet. But we got software products out there. So one of the things that with software is you've got to put training with it, and you've also got to put some strategies behind why you're using the software and even how to advance the combination of tools and strategies, how to advance all that. So I'm always looking for how can I throw in a bonus course, or how can I create content that people want to consume, but doesn't necessarily take me weeks or months to come up with a product or a course or a book or anything like that. So I started playing around, and today you're going to see some of the results that we're playing around with. Now, I am going to share a link with you so you can follow along with me. And it is a Notion doc, and I'm trying to do all these in Notion doc so you have everything all in one place. And let me share this screen here with you. Okay, you should see this in your chat. Hopefully everybody will get this. Okay. Let me know if you can see it. I'm going to just bring it down so you know what you should be looking at here. Okay. So I'm giving you a lot of value for these prompts because I spent about 3 days going through prompts using this. So if you want to, you can kind of go through and just briefly look at it. And I'm going to be referring to a lot of these prompts as we're building the course today. I've got the slideshow in there. I got the links mentioned and a few examples. Okay, so let me focus you back on the strategy, what we're doing today. And got to catch Wayne real quick. Give me just a second here. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over and we're going to get started. Okay, I'm using Gamma. This is one of the things I'm going to show you is on Gamma it's an AI PowerPoint creator that does an incredible job. Okay, I think Wayne got his times. I think England had a different spring forward daylight savings time kick in. So anyway, he should be joining us shortly, and go ahead and get started here. Okay, So why should you create an online course? I kind of just led into, we're going to make them as bonuses, but we're going to make them more as lead magnets. And how can I deliver value to our customers or to new contacts or new viewers or watchers? How can we add content? Scott, I'm not sure. Um, yeah, you might have to try a different browser with it. Can everybody open the Notion doc? I want to make sure that it's working for everyone. Okay, just making sure here. Okay, Wayne, you going to join us?
Yeah, I'm here. Has your clock gone forward?
Yes, our clock slipped forward a couple weeks ago.
I'm still on normal time.
Good, good.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so why create a course? Passive income. I mean, this is why do we do a lot of things on digital marketing, and it is for passive income. But what you want is you want an entry point into your funnel. You want an entry point into your services. You want the low cost entry point. And that's what I'm going to show you how today. This is a low cost entry point. And what normally would take me weeks to come up with a course, I'm going to show you in about 60 minutes, maybe even less. Okay. You want to establish yourself as an expert on the topic. Some of the funnels that or some of the courses that I created in the last few days, I'm not an expert, but I became an expert. I plugged in that thing in the back of your head with the matrix, and I created a lot of courses real quick. But I'm going to show you how to learn very fast with what you're about to write with. Okay, so that's you want to develop know, like, and trust. And part of doing a course is to put your face on the course. This is my belief, is if I see somebody's face and they're talking, I try to do it on a lot of my courses. And I know Matt Zimmerman, I know Garen does that too very well. In fact, he's on the call. Is you want people to see your personality. You want to see that you're a live, real person. When you're teaching a course. Well, you can do this with Zoom. Yeah, you can do it with Camtasia. That's my choice. But what I've noticed is when I put my face forward on a course, it makes it more real to the people. I'm just not reading PLR content. I don't have 11 Labs doing the voiceover, and you can do this. But me personally, as I find that I'm going to pay attention if somebody's actually talking to me. And I'm so accustomed to Zoom and talking to Wayne and everybody else I talk to on Zoom, this is the real world of how we do courses, is we want to be personable. We want to build our know, like, and trust factor. Wayne and I have talked about this for 3 years. Our most important asset is not the software, it's not the programming, it's not the marketing, it is our trust. It is the know, like, trust factor that we have with y'all. And we don't want to do anything but add value to it. Okay. So I hope y'all understand. I hope this makes sense to you, because we're going to get kind of real about what we're doing here. Global reach. You can go worldwide with this very easily with doing transcriptions or translations in there. Okay. Knowledge leverage. It can show that you're skilled on multiple levels, but it makes it so that you can tap into a niche or a product level that may not match exactly with what your content is right now, but you're trying to bring in new customers to see what you're doing. And I'll give you for instance, is Bookmasher. Bookmasher, I really believe it's one of the neatest products that we built, because it has 10 different writing genres. There's a lot of people that are not in digital marketing or content marketing, but they want to do coloring books. So we want to get into that marketplace. So the best thing for us is make a course on how to make a coloring book, or how to make a cover for a coloring book, or how to market that coloring book. So I can do personalized courses specifically to a niche to bring them in. We want our upsell to be Bookmaster. And we've got some DIY, we got some different funnels besides just landing them in a sales page, that if they land on the sales page for Bookmaster, they may get kind of uninterested in doing DIY books or problem-solving books. We want to target Bookmaster to an individual type of niche. And that's what we're kind of building. That's why it's leading into these courses, these mini courses, okay? So just keep on going. I know I'm getting kind of pounding that idea. Okay, so we want to build our know, like, and trust factor. And that's how we use online courses. We want them to know our teaching style. We do Geek Out Fridays, not just because we want to share knowledge, but we want to give you value, something that you can take and use at the end of the day. Hopefully at the end of this call, you're going to be making courses, okay? Now, I have mentioned in the past, where do we get our course material for this knowledge base we're trying to build? And I have used Intropedia. I bought it as a lifetime deal, and I think they still have the, and we're going to go into Intropedia. I'm going to show you exactly what it is, but it's full PLR rights. They have a very diverse category in that they do have social media marketing, they have SEO, they have all the digital marketing stuff, but they also have health, fitness, wealth accumulation, and motivation. They have the three big niches out there, which is health, wealth, and tech. So all three of those are covered in Intropedia. You could find any, I'd say you could find a lot of different type of full knowledge bases, which means you can get a book, you can get a checklist, you can get a framework, you can get some prompts, you're even going to get some strategy checklist sheets in there. Yeah, they even take suggestions for future PLR too. Thanks, Walt. Yeah, and Jill asked a good question. So would you do a course on coloring books and then a course on children's books? Absolutely. That's, I mean, we've got software. Why not individually niche it down? And if I can do a course fairly quickly, then yes, I would differentiate the two of them, because who wants to write children's books may be slightly different than somebody wanting to write adult anime coloring books. So very, very good question there, okay? Now, the other place that you can get really high quality, and when I talk PLR, is I want to talk high quality. I want to talk not the stuff that we got 10 years ago on, Wayne, what was the course? And in fact, we still have it on RSS Master. You can drag in PLR content.
Oh, big content.
Big content. Big content they had their day in the light in the sun, but that's like stuff we were doing in 1990, or not 1990, but 2000, 20-year-old content in there. That's not what we want. We want very current, very relevant content. Yep. Okay. So PLR Me, it is the premium PLR content. I'm going to show you both of these. Okay. They have regular updates. They've got multi-format. Their content is more around the health and wealth niches than it is more about tech. Okay. In fact, I know one of the guys on the call is into vitamins and health and wellness. He'll find a lot of content in PLR.me that would be very easy to create content with, okay? So those are the two we're going to visit today. And how do you leverage AI for the course creation? Well, I've taught about Notebook LM. If you want to speed learn, you want the matrix effect of learning, the speed learning technique, take everything that you get from the PLR me are everything from Intropedia and toss it in the notebook and then listen to the podcast and then write a cheat sheet, write a facts page. And I'm going to show you how I did it. Okay. And then I'm going to give you the custom prompts. This is how we're making the course itself. But I'm not just using any model. I'm using a thinking AI model. Wayne, I think it's, what is it, O3 Mini? That's a thinking model. I don't know which one it is. Perplexity, I think 3.7 Sonnet is a thinking model.
The O3 High, I think.
O3
There's a new one, isn't it, called High?
High. Okay. And that may be that, I'm not sure because.
Yeah, you can use O3 Mini. It's got advanced reasoning.
Okay. That's the ones that you want. And again, we'll talk about that in just a second here. You want to create the course structure and make it logically how they would actually learn. You don't want it to be any more than 2 hours, okay? Because it's going to, for a 2-hour course, it's going to take you 10 hours to create, okay? That may sound like a lot. If it's a 1-hour course times 5, it's going to take you 5 hours to create a really good course, okay? You want the scripts and the slides, and you want it in your own voice. I gave you a prompt that took me a few hours, and I've been working on this prompt, but I have a prompt in there that will take what you have spoken. If you've done webinars or you've ever recorded your webinar or your video that you made and you made a transcript with it, it can take your transcript and give you a voice style that would mimic how you actually talk. Well, that's when you want to use your video scripts. How do you talk? You want your style to be in there, okay? And I'm very proud of this prompt because it nailed my voice to the point that I'm like, that sounds exactly like me talking. And that's the way that when you do social posts and you do video scripts, anything that you're going to speak or that you're going to write socially, you want it to be in your speaking voice, okay? If you're sending emails, you're writing blog articles, you want it to be in your writing style, not your speaking style necessarily, okay? So, and we'll kind of get in there. So we're going to speed learn it. We're going to use the custom prompts. We're going to create a syllabus, and then we're going to create the scripts and the slides today, okay? So how do you do this? Choose a topic, select the PLR content. And I've got something all lined up, and I'm going to show you. Compile it with AI. We're going to develop a curriculum first, okay? When I say compile with AI, we're also going to listen to it. We're going to go to a notebook and we're going to learn it real quick. We're going to create the scripts and slides. We're going to record the video. Then we're going to set up the platform. And this is a variable right here, okay? So these two might cost you a little bit of money, but there's also AppSumo deals out there. There's free tools out there. But how do you want to sell your product? You'll have to determine that, okay? Create the marketing materials. Guys, there's a lot of ChatGPT prompts out there and a lot of ways to create your marketing materials. But I'm going to give you prompts on how to do it. So we're going to give you everything that you need. So you find your learning resources, you use your AI content, you produce a video, and then you put it into a course, either on a marketplace course or your own do-it-yourself course, okay? So here's the course platforms. Wayne and I use Kajabi. This is our training platform for everything. But the beauty about it is you can create products to sell inside of Kajabi, and you don't have to build a website. It's its own platform to sell courses. That's what it's designed to do. We use it to put all our training all in one place, but we also sell courses. In fact, Don's on the call. Don and I made a course together. I think we turned on Zoom and we recorded for 2 hours on a screenshot of how to do Zox. And I know we marketed it. I have not marketed properly, but I think we've made $1,000 total over a 3-year period. I'm not for sure about the exact numbers, but it was a 2-hour call that we just turned into a course. I put it onto our VidPenguin Productions, and There we go. Yeah. Garen mentioned, does it have native video hosting? Kajabi has native hosting. I know ClickFunnels does too. If you go to Teachable and School, they'll host your videos for you. Udemy, it's a great, these Udemy and Skillshare, they are marketplaces. They are going to market your training course. You can put it on AppSumo, but we've not had very good success with AppSumo on selling courses. Okay. They're better at selling software than they are courses. But I think Teachable, School, and Udemy are marketplace developments. Kajabi and ClickFunnels are, if you want to handle all the marketing, you want to do all the work yourself, it is a perfect platform to put courses on. In fact, that's the easiest part. Kajabi has AI. I think ClickFunnels may have AI. So I can build a course out once I have all the videos in probably an hour and a half and use AI to do descriptions and transcriptions, everything. Jill's mentioned Gumroad, Product Dino, that's another option. In fact, I used to use Product Dino. So there are a lot of course platforms that sell it for you, that have the built-in payment merchant accounts. Look on AppSumo. There are products out there that are course creators, okay? So we're not going to go too much in the course platforms, because really, once you make your video or series of videos, then it's, do I have the graphics and do I have the videos to put it all together, and you're done, okay? Marketing. So you want to start out by, when you market this, you want to build awareness. This is social media and content marketing. I'm going to give you prompts on how to start this out. You can generate the leads, and you can give away the first chapter free, or you can give away a couple of the videos for free. If you want, if you feel like you can't charge to start with, start out with free. But what I would do, sell the entire course for $9.95 or $27. Make it a low-end entry point, because that will pay for your ads, okay? You want to nurture the relationship. Once you get them in to watch the course, then you want to send them an email sequence, okay? Again, a lot of AI out there to help you write the email sequences. And then you want to turn those prospects that are buying the low-end course into medium products up to high-end coaching products, okay? That's where the real money's made down here. But these courses are to build your client customer base, okay? Again, and we're just going over strategy right now. So y'all ready to see this in action? Let me get coffee. Wayne, any questions up to this point? Okay.
People mentioned Udemy, but that's one that wasn't on the list.
Yeah, I thought I had Udemy. Yeah, Udemy and Skillshare.
Oh yeah, number 5. Yeah.
Yeah, Udemy, guys. We don't make a lot of money. I think I only have 2 courses on Udemy, but when they have their sales, I mean, I price them at $97. When they have the sales, they knock them down to $9. So we get a check, I want to say every other month, for $100 or so. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's courses that we made. In fact, one of them is domain name flipping. And we did this, I did this course 5 years ago, and we still make sales on it. It's not a lot, but I don't have to do anything. I just toss it out there. That's the set it and forget it type that I like to do, okay? So let's talk about where you get your content. I'm going to show you Intrapedia, and I'm going to show you PLR. Okay, this is Intrapedia, and this is the master library, and I'm going to go into new editions. This is content that has come out this month, and this is about money and investing. This is about finding your niche, which I actually have already created the course for it. And somebody today is going to get this course already made out for them. But you'll notice this is a In fact, if I open it up, you can see it is a March 11th.
We're still seeing the slides, Damon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Start this over here and go to screen 2. That makes it easier. Okay, we'll start back over. Okay, this is Intropedia. So I'm in the master library and I'm going to go to new editions. You can see this now, Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is about wealth. This is tech here, niche discovery. And today we're going to work on creating funnels. So I've got a funnel strategies that convert. If I open this up, it is 21 pages, 2,300 words. Okay, there it is. And so what I'm going to do is I've already downloaded each one of these. Here's a funnel growth stack. Here are the prompts that they use to create this marketing funnel. Here's trust signal implementation framework. I have no idea what it is, but I'm going to open it up. It's 18 pages, almost 1,000 words, 3 megabyte. Okay, maybe something. I've built funnels for a long time, but you know, there's always new stuff coming out. So what I did is I downloaded every one of these. This is the funnel setup, and here's the book, Advertising Funnel Blueprint Strategies. I think that's the only book in there. Yeah. This is 50 pages, 6,700 words. Okay. So I have downloaded every one of these. And then you just simply hit download product and then you unzip it. And what you get with it is you get the graphics, which you can change. You get the PDF and you get a docx. So if you want to go in and modify it, and from the docx, you can. We're not going to do that. We're going to let AI help us. Okay. So now I'm going to bring in the PDF. Okay. So what I've done was I went in, I downloaded everything. I got all the PDFs all grouped together here. Okay. If you want to see, here is the ebook itself. And you can kind of see it here. Okay. Table of contents, all the good stuff in there. And then you know, disclaimer, all this stuff, introduction, and you get in down here, mapping the journey. Okay. I am not even going to read this. I know a little bit about making funnels, but I'm going to take all this content and I dropped it into Notebook. So here's my Notebook, LN. Okay. Critical trust building elements. I dropped them all in here, and then I'm going to generate a deep dive conversation. While that's working, I'm going to make me a briefing doc about it. So ideally, I'm going to spend the 17 or 20 minutes. Usually they're between 14 minutes to, I've seen them as high as like 27 minutes. I'm going to listen to the audio where they're talking about all this content here about building funnels. I'm going to ask it questions if I don't know. And that's the beauty about using Notebook. I created a briefing doc. I'm going to create a fact guide. And I'm going to create a study guide. Okay. Now you can add any notes that you want in here. You can create a timeline. So if I go into, here's a comprehensive, well, let's look at this first. Here's the main theme of all the content, the importance of strategic advertising funnels, mapping and understanding the customer journey. Okay. This is all good. Now I'm going to quickly read through this. And it looks okay. Key quotes. This is pretty cool. Now, what you can do with this is you convert it to a source and add it over here, which would help the audio part of it, but I'm not going to do that. If I wanted to, I could simply just download. I would copy it and save it as a source document that I can put into the AI. So here's how I'll do it. I'll just copy that. Oops. Briefing document, deconstructing advertising. Go over here to Grammarly. I'm not going to fix anything. I use this instead of Google Docs. It's a little bit easier to edit. Okay, hit done. And I'm looking at the overall score, meaning there's not a lot wrong with it right now, but I can come in here and fix all that. But instead, what I'm going to do is print. I'm going to make it a PDF. And I'm going to save it back into that PDF here. Okay. So in addition to what Intrapedia gave me, I'm creating my own docs. I think I should have given it a better name. Let's go back into Notebook. And let's look at the other document, advertising funnel. What is an advertising funnel? What are the key stages? Okay, this is good because I may have some questions in here. Whoops. I wish it had a button just to copy it into Google Drive. Do that. And then come over here to Grammarly. New document. Done. Okay. 89. I probably would work on a little bit on this, but let's give it a name, book. Okay. I'm going to hit print to PDF. Save as PDF, and I'm putting it back in that PDF folder. You can see in just a few minutes what all this does for us. And go back to Notebook, and we did one more. And this is a study guide. Okay. Now, I would use this as one of the documents that we hand out in the course itself. So I'm going to hit Control C, come over here. Again, I would probably fix it. I would probably edit it up a little bit. 94 overall score. That's not bad. Let's see. Book, funnel, study guide. Okay. So I've just created 3 additional documents to go with everything. And let's save this or print it as a PDF. Save. Study guide. Okay. Now, one other thing, I didn't name that first one, so where it says that, I'm going to just rename it. Book, funnel, checklist. Same naming. Okay, so I've got a lot of content about this sales funnel, book funnel, whatever you want to call it. And now we're going to get busy building the course. But before I do that, let's hop over to PLR-Me. This is the other one that I didn't show you yet. So I showed you Intrapedia. And if I go into home, so this is business entrepreneurship. They got 125 items in there: productivity, startup, social media. Let's see, more categories. I got some on SEO, on video marketing. So this has a lot of tech stuff in here. Podcasting, side hustles. This is a good one right here to use just to build a brand new audience. So they have Etsy's blueprint, income, side hustles. So you can see there's a lot of content in here, but I'm going to go over to PLR-Me. If you've never seen this one, look at their products. Here's popular categories: anxiety, depression, confidence, self-esteem, business and marketing, career, goal setting. So this is more in the health, wealth categories: motivation and passion, natural health, parenting. Here's time management, weight loss. So you don't necessarily need something absolutely on top of your software product or your whatever you're selling as a local business marketing agency, but can you help the person that is raising their hand saying, hey, I need motivation? Well, you can talk to them about motivation. Everybody needs to be motivated some way, somehow. And so in here, they would have all types of, they have affirmations, articles and blogs, uncovering the secrets of motivation. Here's a bundle package. This is what I would get as a bundle package. Let's see what's in it. Action guides. You have affirmations. You've got a little book, reports and ebooks, uncovering the secrets. Okay, here's your ebook right here. Okay. So something to keep in mind, they're based on a credit system. Okay. Now, we're going to go into AI. We have created a folder of PDFs that I'm going to toss into AI.
We had one question. What does convert to source do?
Oh, good question. When you convert to source, it puts it in this column over here. And this is what makes up, this source content makes up this audio overview, okay? And it makes up this chat. So the more information you have over here, the more you can create down here and start typing. So think of the middle section is, this is your LLM over here, your data sources. It's not going to pull from anywhere else except from these sources. So how would I use this to make a book sales funnel? Okay. Now it's going to go through, look through all this, and it's going to try to figure out how to make a book sales funnel. It's going to give me some notes and chat information about it. Now, this is where it's going to use AI, the smartness of AI, if that's the word, to formulate this in a format that is, it's giving you references in here of where it's pulling from these sources, but it's setting it up to answer my question. How do we do this for book sales? Okay. Personalization, trust building, technical. Okay. Pattern frameworks. That's pretty good. Now, I can convert this into a source where I can look at other questions that might be asked. What metrics indicate funnel performance? I mean, this is really good. But yeah, I can copy it. I can save it to a note, which would put it over here. So these are my notes, and then I could convert it into a source if I wanted to. But this is all these sources over here are really what we brought in originally. Plus, you could add these if you wanted. Okay, so hopefully that answered that. Now, here's where we're going to get thinking here. There's three or four. In fact, there's probably more than that. I'm going to use Grok and Grok 3, the thinking model. You can use OpenAI, O3 Mini as your thinking model. You can use the Perplexity thinking model. Anthropic, Claude 3.7 is a great thinking model to use with it. But pick one and stick with it, okay? Don't jump around. I use Gemini, but Gemini is very robotic in its responses to me. Grok is like I'm talking to somebody that understands my language, understands my speech. And we're going to use Grok today. Again, you can use any of these models, but make sure it's the reasoning model or the thinking model. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to my prompt here. Thought I had my. I gave y'all the link and I forgot to copy the link. Okay. So we're going to look at the prompts. This is how I start with building everything. Okay. Please read all the attachments I've attached. I want to build a video course on the topic. Okay, I'm going to start here. This is the very first prompt. Copy it. And I'm going to paste that there. Now I'm not going to hit enter yet. I've got that tagged. I can turn it off if I want, but I'm going to leave that on. Don't do deep search. You don't need that. You only want to use the information you have. Now select files. I'm going to go to that PDF, which is the book funnel, PDFs, and I'm going to drop them all in there. Okay. 10 files per message. Okay, let's try that again. We'll leave off some of the Grammarly ones. Take that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put in the facts and the checklist. There's 10. Okay, now I want it to read all of them. I want you to build a video course on this topic. I was hoping you could help me become the expert. Let's start with creating a syllabus. That's the very first thing that can be taught in a 2-hour course. Again, guys, y'all can change this into a 1-hour course. Break into 5 or fewer modules with a collection of short 5-minute lessons. This helps you do the videos very quickly because they're all going to be short, but it also keeps the attention span for people that can't go 2 hours watching me on a YouTube video. Okay, you're breaking it into a course. You're making it look like a course. And I'm going to hit start. Okay, it's going to think a little bit. It's going to read it. I'm hoping it's reading every one, and you can kind of watch what it's doing from here. And then it's going to come back with the syllabus. Now, as that's working, let's come over and see what else we have on our prompt. Okay, great. Now let's take this module 1, and for each lesson, write a video script and suggest slides. Make a CTA for the next step in the training and any homework or action plan they can do at the end of each. Okay. Also make a short Q&A quiz at the end of each lesson to test the viewer's knowledge. Why do you want to put a Q&A in there? If you have the ability in whatever course creator to put a Q&A at the end of each video, you're building micro engagements. I love putting Q&As in these little small mini courses because it helps people one is learn the content that we just taught, but get them involved. It gives engagement, which also ties them in mentally to the product itself and to you. Okay. Now I could do that, or I've got a detailed prompt. Okay. Prompt instruction for creating video course lessons. Create an engaging, detailed, practical 5-minute video lesson. Each lesson must include a script, aligned slides, and a post-video quiz, a call to action, and a homework action plan. Here's the tone and style. Here's the structure I want. Example formats. So this is a more detailed prompt right here. So I'm going to take this prompt right here and just highlight it. It looks like Notion is going to be silly. So I'll start from the bottom and work slowly up to the top. Okay, I'll copy that and come back over here, see where we're at. Okay, here's the course syllabus. 1 hour, 5 modules, each with 2 to 3 lessons, approximately 5 minutes each. Here's the syllabus. So what is an advertising funnel? The evolution of customer communication, the modern purchase journey. But here's the introduction to advertising funnels. We're going to building trust in the funnel, content and value communication, optimizing for conversion, adopting a strategic funnel mindset. Okay. Here's the course summary. Okay, this is good. So now I'm going to put my next prompt in there. And it should only do module 1, lesson 1. Let's retry. For some reason, it's not locking that prompt. I'm going to try it one more time here. This is why I gave you 2 prompts to use on this. This is the more detailed prompt, but the short prompt works as well. So let's try that instead. Come back over here. Okay, great. And put that one in there. That's a short one. I know that Grok was having some issues earlier today as far as the internet and their, I guess, database. The X is getting a lot of targeted DDoS attacks, and I think that's affecting Grok as well. But this does a pretty good job here. Wayne, any questions I can answer right now? Nope. Okay, here's module 1, lesson 1. Now there's going to be 2 to 3 lessons per module. Slides, post video quiz. Here's lesson 2. Oh, good. Okay. So it went ahead and gave me 2 lessons. Module 1, including video script. So I'm going to go back up and look at module 1 had 2 lessons and lesson 3. So I would come down here and go, okay, you got lesson 2 in there. Continue with lesson 3, module 1. And it does recognize all my misspellings, which I'm very I frequently misspell everything. It even pointed out my misspelling. Okay. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay. Great job, I would tell it. Great job. Great job. Now, do the same for module 2. Do the same for all the lessons and module 2. Okay, now we're going to hit go. Now it looks, this is not necessarily a book funnel course. I just gave it that label. It's more about an advertising sales funnel. And it gives you kind of the strategy and how to put it all together. Because these are going to be mini courses, you can create something like this without having to do screenshots or anything like that. You can do like this is a long form video sales letter, basically. Here's module 2, lesson 1. Okay, that looks pretty good. Here's lesson 2. And almost done. And lesson 3. So you have about 4 or 5 slides. You've got the homework plan, the video quiz. That's module 2. Excellent. Okay. Continue with the set of instructions. All the lessons. All the lessons in module 3. Okay, so it's going to start writing here. Yeah, Jill, occasionally the CTA, some of the things sometimes at the bottom gets truncated. It's nature of AI is all I could say about it. Okay. Here's module 3, lesson 1. Lesson 2. Lesson 3. Quizzes and a summary. Okay, that's cool. I think we had, how many modules did we have to start with? We had 5 modules, so I'll do the same. Great. Now you can say, great, now do the same for all the remaining modules. What I have found is it sometimes, Grok especially on this, module 4 would look great, and then module 5, as it's continuing, it just gets shorter and shorter until it, the lesson 3 of module 5 could be 1 sentence. So I like doing it kind of piecemeal like this.
The AI gets tired.
Yep. Even Grok 3 gets tired. Okay, pretty cool. Here's lesson 2 coming out. That's module 4. Awesome. Can you do the same for the last module? Okay. Now, while that's thinking and working, I'm going to just slide up here. And if you'll notice, these slides, they're not very descriptive. Title, measuring and optimizing. Here's the script that goes with this slide, but what do you put on this slide? I don't know. This is where a lot of thinking comes in, and I don't have the capacity sometimes to think what I want on every one of these slides. So that's the next step that we're going to talk about. I'm going to let this think and do module 5 for us. It relabeled it module 6. Lesson 1, lesson 2. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. Here's a quiz. Lesson 3. Okay, slides. Wrap up. Okay, perfect. We are done. We have we have a pretty good start on doing all this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a really cool trick that I do with all this. So there's module 4. I'm going to go back up to module 1. Let's see. Module 2. Lesson 3. And module 1, there's lesson 2 and lesson 1. Okay. I'm going to copy this. Okay, and I'm going to stop right there. And put this in Grammarly. I'm just going to build. That's not Grammarly. I'm going to build that first set of videos or slideshows. So let's come over here. And new document. I'm just going to paste that in there. Okay. So there's lesson 1. And what I want to do is I want to do lesson 2. Here's the titles. Here's the slides. And now I'm going to take all of that, copy it, and I'm going to go into Gamma. I'm going to create new. Okay. I'm going to come down here, import file or URL, paste in text. Okay, I want 5 slides, so I'm going to paste that in there. And it's going to be for a presentation. Hit continue. Okay. Freeform, additional instructions, and right for beginners in digital marketing. So you can kind of change all this up, but I'm going to make it brief. I'm going to generate the content. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good there. Enthusiastic, English. I'm going to make 5 cards, 5 slides, and hit continue. Remember, I told you I don't really want to think about slides, so I'm just going to come over here and go, and you can use, the other one is Typeset that does something similar to this. I like Gamma. It's, as you can see, it's really easy. Let's go Oasis. Let's do this one. Nope, let's do this one. Chimney Stack. I'm going to generate. Now, it's going to generate 5 slides for me for lesson 1. And it's even going to generate images and other things. Hide all that. Go back to the top. Okay, so today we will talk about advertising funnels for beginners, transform your marketing. And so I have a script to go with this. What is advertising funnel? This is pretty cool. Why funnels matter. Not ready to buy, 4 times conversion boost, 60% revenue growth. The dating analogy. So it puts an analogy in there. This is pretty good. Are you proposing too soon? Love it. Love it. Okay. So here's my trick here. Told you I'm going to be showing y'all everything here. I'm going to share. I'm going to export as a PDF all the cards. And I'm going to hit done. So what I'm doing is I've got the slides made for lesson 1. And I've got the script written somewhere else, and it's written in GOF. Your export is ready. Let's see if I've got the download. I think that's the one I need. Advertising funnel for beginners. Okay, so now I have a PDF. I'm going to go back into GOF. This is the fun part. all the way down to the bottom and say, now let's adjust things. I am giving you the custom slides I made for lesson, it's called Module 1, Lesson 1. I want you to adapt the script to match slides. Okay. I'm also giving you my speaking style. Don't use this directly. Instead, use it as a model for writing the script. Okay. So I've got two things I need to give it. I'm going to give it the PDF of the download. So document downloads, which is that one. And I'm going to give it, here's the add-on, my personal speaking style on Geek Out Fridays. So there is a prompt down below on Notion where you can create your own speaking style. So I'm going to just hit open. Okay. Now I'm going to say, go. Now, ideally, you would do this with all the lessons. There's 5 modules, 3 lessons. That's 15 times you do that. You can combine all the lessons together in each module and try that. I've tried it both ways. And the module inherits, when you're using Gamma, is it may look back to lesson 1 or lesson 2 if it's writing lesson 3 and kind of get out of sequence. So that's why I want to do one lesson at a time. But I've got some really good slides, and now I've got a script that goes with it. How it matches your style. Here's what it's: friendly expert vibe, anecdotes, simple explanations, practical tips, and a chill tone, a tech glitch nod, motivation. Okay, so it's using my writing style. So let's see if it actually matches up here. Let's go. Okay, so if I brought over the, put this, let's do this. If I know it's kind of smaller here. And then I'm going to come back over here to Grok and pull Grok over as, okay. So you should see the slide and the script. So if I'm on this slip, it says, what is the advertising funnel? Hey there, friends. Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 1. We're kicking things off by geeking out about advertising funnels. Probably wouldn't use that. If you've ever wondered why your ads aren't hitting the mark, stick with me. I used to think marketing was just about throwing stuff out there and hoping it stuck. Kind of like tossing spaghetti at the wall as a kid to see if it was cooked. Spoiler, that's not how it works. An advertising funnel is your strategic pathway. It guides potential. So you can see, all I'm doing is reading this. I would have Camtasia on this funnel, maybe recording on a second screen. Okay, so it is recording this slide, but I'm just reading this straight off. This is my speaking style. Very short sentences. Why funnels matter? What is an advertising funnel? The dating analogy. It looks like it skipped one. So why funnels matter? No, that's right. There's an advertising funnel. Okay, This was just the header slide. Okay. The dating, are you proposing too soon? Okay. And I'd get here. So here's the takeaway. Advertising funnels are your secret weapon to transform strangers into super fans by guiding them. So this is all I'm going to be doing is just reading this, but it is in my style of speaking. So it's kind of already adjusted. There's not a lot in here that I would change or edit before I start recording. Okay. I would do this for all the lessons, and I'm going to have Camtasia recording each one. And it's just very simple. On Gamma, I would just run the slideshow, just normal. Any questions up to this point right here? I know I kind of went through this quickly, but this is the exact way that I'm building these courses, or how I've built them in the past. In fact, I didn't build a lot in the past using this method because I would spend a week doing this versus spending, an hour creating all these video slides.
Scott says, for the conclusions, would you show your face?
Yes. In fact, as I'm recording this, I'm going to show my face, but it's going to be in a little, maybe a circle down here. I've got a green screen behind me, so I could put whatever background I want in there, but it would be at maybe the lower right corner of the slide, so that you can hear me talking the whole time, but you can also see my face. So you're getting to know me as I'm going through all this. Okay. Now I did have, they've got post video quizzes. I'm going to put this in not as a lesson, but as a quiz module or as a quiz lesson inside of Kajabi, right underneath these these 3 lessons. Underneath each lesson, and this lesson should take me about 5 to 10 minutes to read, I will put another, what they would call a lesson in Kajabi, is a quiz, okay? And in the quiz, this is what you would see, post-video quiz. In fact, it would be lesson 1. Here's your homework. So I would maybe even make one about a homework assignment. So that, you're not spending a lot of time with this, okay? So let's go further. Now, you saw what I did was I took everything from the lesson, put it in the Gamma, told it to make me 5 slides using its AI, make it very brief, and it made a slideshow for me. Me doing these personally on PowerPoint would take me 2 to 3 hours to do, a really nice job like this. So if you're wanting to get serious about creating courses, find you the tools that can do all this, that it doesn't take a lot of time. Use your voice, and your image is the most important thing to show your knowledge. It's not about the slides or anything else that you're making, the color schemes, but I like Gamma because it does all this for me. I don't even have to think about it. Okay. I hope all this makes sense, because we're moving pretty fast. We're at 1 hour and 10 minutes right now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and let's do full screen. And now I'm going to pretend that we've got our 5 lessons, or we got our 5 modules, and everything's recorded. We got them in videos, and we've done a little bit of editing, but I'm going to come back over here. What's our next prompt? So this was the detailed prompt. Again, you can use this in any of the models, but it is a thinking model. In the next module, create the exact instructions. Okay, now we're moving a little bit fast here. I told you about the prompt for viewers to discover your own writing style or speaking style. Here's the prompt that you will use. Here's a prompt for your students, okay? So you will copy that entire prompt in there, but you're going to put writing samples in there or speaking samples. So I went in Geek Out Friday, I went to Zoom, give me the transcript for the last dozen Geek Out Friday. So I had a lot of content. I put them all in PDFs and I uploaded all the PDFs and I gave it this prompt. And then it's going to kick out a kind of a description for you. And then it's going to give you your writing style. So let me show you what my writing style is. See if you agree. Let's see. Okay. Here, no, that's not it. Downloads. Okay, here is the custom prompt that it added into Grok to write those video scripts. So adopt the persona of a friendly expert in marketing and automation tools. Speak directly to the reader, a casual conversational tone, using I, we. I mean, you can read this thing. So share personal anecdotes and practical marketing tips of automation strategies they can apply right away. Think stuff you'd geek out about on Geek Out Fridays. Explain any technical concepts in simple, clear terms. Put some stories in here. Keep the tone chill and approachable, tossing in contractions. Skip the stiff, formal stuff. Focus on making engaging, accessible, motivational. This is the style that I speak naturally on these Geek Out Fridays. Now, this is the, at least I try to anyway, is I want you to be able to take at the end of this call, take this entire video and be able to create a course. So anyway, this is my writing style. This is what I attached into Grok. So it rewrote the script the way that I would speak. By doing this, it saves me a lot of time in editing AI content. I don't have to edit. It sounds exactly like me. Okay. So let's go back here. Let's go back into Notion real quick. It's not the one I need. Too many. Lesson one. Okay. Now I'm going to put in some there we go. So here's my next prompt. That's my custom prompt for my speaking style. But our next prompt is, please act like an online marketer, okay, who's produced and sold hundreds of video courses. Write me a simple sales page. You're going to need a sales page to go with this. So that's what we're going to make right now. Come over here and paste that right there. We're still in thinking model Grok 3. Jill asked a question, how do you do that yourself in a little circle? Camtasia makes 2 recordings when it records screenshot. It records your webcam as a recording, and it records your screen share. And it also records your voice. And whenever you're editing, you can say, put it in a circle. And it's pretty, it's an easy to use platform, because whenever you're finished with the recording, you can immediately go, give it a style, and it will put me in a circle, and it will, I can replace the background with anything that I want. Okay. This is the sales page. Ooh, I like that. Turn clicks into cash with advertising funnels and trust building. Tired of pouring money into ads that don't deliver? Low conversion rates are the silent killer of most marketing campaigns. Did you know 96% of first-time visitors aren't ready to buy? So what are you going to get with this? You're going to get the funnel basics, trust building, killer content tips, conversion hacks, and strategic thinking. Who's it for? Marketers, entrepreneurs, business owners. What you'll do after watching: build a funnel that converts, earn trust fast, craft content, think big picture. Stick with the status quo. Here's what happened. Okay. Success stories. Your turn starts now. Get started now. this is, you might want to tweak it, but this is about all you want to spend your time on a sales page for a $27 product or a $9 product, a low-end product, is put it all together, put it onto a sales page. Kajabi has their own sales pages. ClickFunnels the same. If you're using something like Product Dino, you'll have a sales page, and you'll put the buy link at the bottom right here. They buy it, and then the thank you page will deliver the membership course or the videos. So it's pretty easy. So I've made you a sales page. Well, what do you need to do now? Now you need to market it. So I'll come back over here to marketing. Before I do that, let's put a video sales letter in there. We're going to act like John Benson, the video sales letter creator. And I'm going to copy that, review all the content, including the sales page. Use your most creative mind, envision the perfect VSL you would write as John Benson wrote it himself. Now create a 3-minute VSL. I love this. This falls in stuff I've been doing for 10 years, is VSLs. So come back over here. We've got a sales page. Now we're going to make a VSL to go with it. Again, we got Think and Grok 3 going. Wayne, as it's thinking, any questions that we haven't answered yet?
There's no new ones at the moment.
Yeah, Walt asked about notebook, putting all my social posts into to harvest your writing style. Walt, that's not where I would put it. I would copy my social posts, put them into a PDF or a Word doc or whatever, a docx, and I would put it in with either Grok or OpenAI or Anthropic, because I want the AI to think through, evaluate, and give me the idea of, or give me the style that I'm looking for.
That's as long as you've written the socials.
Yes, yes. Here's what's the hardest part is if you use AI to write your socials and you don't edit them, it's AI is what you're copying the writing style. So that's why I want my speaking style to be in with the prompt, so that when I'm creating socials, I'm creating any of this, I can make sure that it's more my style, not the AI style. Good question. Okay. So again, I've got a video and I got a VSL. So what do I do with it, Wayne? I would come over here, copy all this. Here's my 3-minute video sales letter. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go into Gamma. Come over here. Create new. Paste in text. And that slide, I got 10 slides, so I need it's a presentation. Continue. I'll make it brief. I'm going to generate the images, or generate the right for marketers struggling with low conversion rates. Let's, yeah, are interested in implementing sales advertising. Okay, close enough. Energetic, persuasive, urgent. Okay, that's good. AI images, I'm going to use Ideogram Turbo, 2 Turbo. I'm going to get some really good images in here. That looks good. And here's where you put in the color, styles, and mood. Make it a fun slide deck with bright colors. Avoid using a lot of words on the slide. Um, illustrated. I'll just paint in a creative way. Okay, so now this doesn't affect what's in the slide content. It affects the images themselves. Format, presentation, default, good. I'm going to do, how many cards do I need? I need 10 cards. I'm going to hit continue. Okay, and just pick one here. We'll do this one. Hit generate. Okay, so this is the VSL that's going to go on the sales page, as well as I can use it in socials. Okay, hide that. Let's take a look at what we got. Advertising funnels that convert. I would probably redo this image. It's transform struggling ad campaign. Stop wasting. Okay. Hard truth about visitors. Okay, that's interesting. The solution advertising funnel. And building instant trust. Content that converts. Compelling content for marketing. Conversion boosters, real results. This is neat. So this is interesting. I mean, it's a good, it's not your traditional Benson VSL where it's a white screen, black, bold, Arial dark fonts with red highlighting. But this is something that I'm more familiar and comfortable doing a VSL like this. And then I have the script to go with it. Now, I would probably, again, I would share this as a PDF and then match up let's change this one out. So I'm going to come in here and just show you how to change it, hit edit, and I'm going to enhance the prompt. Okay, custom, ideogram, and generate. And I think it's going to generate 3 images for me. I'll just choose one to put in there. Okay. Why are my campaigns failing? My ad campaigns. Okay, here's one. Don't know what that is. Yeah, we'll use this. Okay, and close that. Why are my ad campaigns failing? Okay, so it's really easy to change all this stuff out. I really like the graphics going in here. Okay, so again, I would come over here and go, let's share, export to PDF. Okay, now I'm coming back over here to Grok, and I'm just going to say perfect. Here is the slide deck that I made. Match video script up slides and use my speaking voice instructions. Previously, now you may not need to put all this in there, but I'm going to make sure it uses my speaking voice. Don't use any of the terms like geeky or geek out. So I'm just going to tell it to avoid that. Again, this is why I'm using the think model, is I want it to really think through what I'm doing and to go back and review things. Guys, are y'all getting a lot out of this? I hope you are. I mean, this is, if you want a lead magnet, this is the way to get a lead magnet. And I know some guys are on the call that probably are on the fence going, I don't know if I can do this. Yes, you can. I'm going to tell you right now, you can do this. Use my prompts. Okay, it says I only have 7 slides. Yeah, I truly only have 7 slides. I got 1, 2, 3, well, I'll just count them over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did you attach that PDF?
Oh,
I think you might have forgot.
yeah, I think I forgot. You're right. Okay. Edit. See if I can. No, I can't edit that. I'm just going to say, oops. To attach the slide deck.
You'd have thought it'd have asked for it, wouldn't you, really?
Yeah. Here it is. The last prompt again. And I'm going to attach that. Select files. Thank you, Wayne. Okay. And again, use my speaking voice. Okay. While this is thinking, will somebody give me an idea or let me know if you know how to do the speaking voice now, the speaking voice style. Because it's real important. You want this to match your speaking voice if you're doing a PowerPoint or any type of video training. Because regular AI is not going to match up with how you talk. And you'll start reading the AI on a script and you go, well, that doesn't sound like me at all. I wouldn't use that word, or this sentence is way too long, or I'm using phrasing that is not what I would teach with. So by having this speaking voice on the script before you start reading it, you've eliminated about 3 hours of editing time. And in fact, longer than that. If you've ever edited AI to match up with you and you've done it manually, it takes a little while. Okay, there we go. Every section locks in with your deck from 90 to Jake's coffee win. It's even using my speaking voice to answer me. I love it. It's 475 words, spot on for a 3-minute delivery, keeping it tight and fun. This is why I like Grok. Grok is going to be a smartass sometimes and duplicate what I'm telling it to do. Okay, say, hey, what's up, friends? I'm Damon. If your ad campaigns are flopping harder than a fish out of water, I feel you. I used to chunk dollars at ads praying something would stick. It was like tossing cash into a shredder. But this course, it's your game plan to stop wasting ad bucks and start turning browsers into buyers. Let's flip the script together. How does that sound? Does that sound like me? Yes, yes. I hope that makes sense. Kind of, sort of, close enough.
It's funnier than you.
Yeah. So here's the deal. 96% of your site visitors, they're not ready to buy. They're just window shopping. And only 4% might grab their wallets right away. So without a funnel, your conversion rate's toast. 0% success. It's like hosting a barbecue and forgetting the grill. your ad spend sizzling away, but don't worry, I've got this fixed. So one of the things I did on the prompt style that probably is not, maybe not in the custom prompt. Let's see if it is. Okay. Here's a prompt. Okay. After identifying okay, when it's analyzing my script, I put in there to put stories in there that would be relatable to everyone, such as stories about cooking, stories about their, tech advances in the 70s and 80s, that could relate to my audience. So I kind of tuned it up a little bit, but my writing style will tell stories. And that's what I want. I want it to tell stories in there. So you might tweak this. Once you see it, maybe change it and put some stories in there. Okay. So that's why when I look at the writing style, I've got little short phrases in here. Tossing cash into a shredder. Okay. It's like hosting a barbecue and forgetting the grill. Your ad spend sizzling away, but don't worry, I've got this fixed. So I've got little short anecdotes in there that I would use in common speaking or webinars. Okay. So, and Gieran's on the call here. Gieran has a different speaking style than I do. So I think this prompt, this custom style prompt, will work for Gieran as well as it will work for me. So y'all let me know. But all I did was I took Zoom scripts or transcripts, converted them into a PDF, attached them, and then ran that custom prompt. And it gave me a really good writing style. You saw my writing style that I brought up earlier. But that's what I'm tossing into AI to match these up. Okay, so we have a writing script, and this matches perfectly to the slides we just made. And now, what else do we need to do? Let's come over here and look at our prompts. That's the custom prompt. And okay, now perfect. Act like a friendly social media marketer, aka Frank Kern. Okay, now I'm going to put that back here too. So we've got our sales page. We've got our course made. We've got our sales page. We've got a VSL that we just made the slides for, and we just put them in here and got the video script to read with it. Now I'm going to make some social posts. Perfect. Act like a friendly social media. Create long form. This is important. Long form social posts that outline the content of one of the modules. Tell a story about this particular module, what they will get out of this training, why they need to learn before competitors, and how after watching the training, they will be able to do and add a simple CTA. Okay, very easy to do. Here's something fun though, let me see if I can attach. I started doing this for social posts, and it's kind of a neat little trick. Okay, let's do. Y'all, in fact, y'all probably already saw it on Facebook. Okay. Now, I'm adding something in there, and I'm going to. This is the image that I'll be using in these. Blend a funny image into the social post. Okay. And then use speaking style to write this. I want to make sure it's going to be using my speaking style. So we have a guy looking at a screen. Let's see what the story we get from it. while that's working, I'm going to come over here to ideogram. And I'm going to find a funny image here. Try to find it. So, I'll show you what I'm about to do with the image here. I saw something with, okay. Let's see. Okay, here's a cat picture. Okay, I'm going to use the prompt. Okay. And I'm going to make it into a landscape, and let's do 16 by 9. And I'm going to put in here, add a title. So easy. Cat could do this. I'm just making something up here to show you that you can really get creative with your AI. Dang it. I'm just going to save that image. Save image as cat. I've got to re-up my ideogram. Okay. Okay. So let's read this is the social post that it just created. Okay. So I would put my name in here, channeling my inner Frank Kern vibe, probably get rid of that. So I've got a killer social post for you today. It's about module 3, create and sell your own online video training course. Here's the story. So check this out. I was setting up my workspace to film a little teaser for this module. I'm rocking my favorite plaid shirt. Was the guy wearing a plaid shirt? Yeah, he was. It picked up on that image. Let's see, headphones flying across the room, and my poor plant almost taking a nose. So it pulled in everything from that image. That's really amazing. Let me do this. I'm going to pull the image up so we can see it all together. Okay. Let's do this. Pull that right up here. Okay. So he's got a plant, he's got a plaid shirt, and now we're talking about this. Okay. So there's the story about the image and why it's in there. This is great. It was a laugh out loud reminder that even the pros have their clumsy moments. This image, it's me or my spirit animal brushing off back to the desk. Scoop on module 3, what you'll get out of the training, why you need this before, what you'll be able to do. Click the link below to grab your spot in module 3. And again, this could be, to grab the advertising funnel course now and start building your online course empire today. Let's geek out and get rich. Love it. Love it. This is pretty good. So I told you I would just bring in a random picture. I'm just going to attach that one, the cat picture. I thought I downloaded. I guess I didn't. Let's just pull. Here we go. Pull a bunch of zebras. Okay. Redo this with module 1. Here is the social post image I'm using. Get creative with the story. Okay. Love to tell stories in these long form social post. Let's see what our story is going to look like here. So what I've done is I've given you a sales page, a VSL, a long form social post. The long form social post, you don't have to pay for advertising. Just get them on great groups. Use some creative images. You can put them in Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter. But you can use these socially to test your funnels out. And I like to put in different social post images to create different stories with it. And I'm using module 1 instead of module 3. That's the only difference here. You can't snooze on it, what you'll walk away with. So let's make this happen. Very casual conversation. Let's see what the story is. It's far less in customer cat. So let's set the scene. Imagine you're out on a safari, maybe just binge watching a nature doc with coffee in hand. Glued to this moment on the savannah. The zebras are front and center, bold and alert, scanning the horizon. Meanwhile, the wildebeest are doing their thing in the back. Okay. This is exactly what our customers look like out there in the wild. Guys, this is incredible. I used to do copywriting for a living. I can't get this good in in less than a minute. The zebras, they're those standout prospects. Here's the kicker. You can't treat those zebras and wildebeest the same way. Try shouting at the zebras like they're part of the herd and they'll bolt. I did this with just a graphic image. I hope you appreciate this. This is gold. Any questions at this point? Okay. This looks good. Map the journey, nail the touch points, guide like a pro.
I think everyone's too amazed to ask a question.
Okay. Now, I told you I did three courses, or I wrote 3 courses. Let's go into downloads. Downloads. I got to find where the courses are. Oh, well, there's still stuck on Grok history. Okay. I'm going to share my Grok link with you. This is advertising funnels in that's not the one. This is the one we just made, advertising funnels and trust building. Let's go into niche marketing domination course. I'm going to put this link, I'm going to share this link with you. It is a complete course. Here's my long form social post. Here's some slides and copy share link, and I'm going to put it into the share. Okay. If you want to test this out for yourself, you've got it in Grok, but you've got the videos. You can adapt it over to OpenAI or wherever you want. But this is one that I downloaded a bunch of content about niches. And where did I get them? I'll show you exactly where I got them. Oh, let's get to the right. That. If I find the right, here we go. Okay. New additions. The niche course was these 6 slides right here. So I had an ebook, a checklist. Here's an architect planner. Here's the prompt pack. So I got all 6 of these. Yeah, well, it's Twitter. They're dealing with some network issues. Yeah, just hit X, and that's what I did earlier, and you'll see the same thing. It's a DDoS attack on Twitter or X, whatever you call it, is what I read earlier, but it could be anything. But it doesn't affect you using this, okay? So that was the niche, and it's all from right here. And again, y'all didn't have to learn it. I'm just giving you the video scripts, and you can create your own slides. Okay. Let me go into Grok, and I'm going to give you another one. So that is niches. Here's the art of storytelling for personal branding. I'm going to share this link with you. Okay. And last one is yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, this is digital PR. Okay, so I'll share that link with you. Okay, so copy these before you get off the call real quick. You can use this to practice with if you want. Okay, you've got all my prompts inside the Notion doc. Let's go into the Notion doc real quick. Okay, so you have all these prompts right here. And here's the slides. So you can kind of, you may not need this, but this is more the strategy level slides and tools and resources. And again, pick your platform. If you're just starting out, Udemy, Teachable, Skillshare, those are, School is free. I know there's a free version that you can put your course on. I don't know if you can charge on the free version of School. Marketing, see it in action. Okay, so let's go to the, let's see. The right one here. Go back into Gamma here. So things to think about. Let's go into create and sell your own online video course. Present. Go down to the very bottom. Okay. So how much can you earn? This is a question everybody's going to ask. If you sold something for $27, or let's say you sold it for $9, and you end up converting them into a long-term client, consulting client that you're charging them $500 a month to do their SEO or their marketing, it's really up to you, Yeah, I'll put these in this Notion doc. I'll put the links in there that you can use later. Do you need any technical skills? Use the prompts. You don't need any technical skills. How long until I see results? You can start doing the long form social post today. That's the beauty of it. Can I use PLR content as is? Yes, this right here. Yes, you can. And what I would say is a lot of it is very generic. And with all the AI writers out there, a lot of people are generating PLR content from AI content. So that's why I like to use my own writing style and use it through Grok or through AI or any of the other tools. Okay, getting started. Intropedia, it's a one-time fee. Just click on here. Let's see. Product, sign in, get master library. They have a limited time offer. It's $137 and it's everything. But you get updated every time they have a new course coming out. So anyway, I don't know. I really don't know the difference. I guess it's all these red check boxes here. But you can request new products, and Walt mentioned that. So this is cheaper than PLR Me. PLR Me is you almost need, if you're going to be doing several courses a month, you almost need their annual pricing. You almost need this one right here, a 400 credit per year plan. That's $399 a year. They have an unlimited plan. I guess $2,000. I mean, that's way expensive. But this one, or you can pay as you go. This is the other option: is buy courses as you go. But the PLR is really good for if you're into non-SEO, non-online marketing. You know, there's a lot of content just for motivation, passion, weight loss, and fitness. There's a lot of courses in here for that. So you're never going to really run out of content that you can create. What I would be is I would look for maybe bundles. Course bundles. Get rid of all that. I don't need any of the affirmations in there, but I would look for course bundles, and they're going to be like 30 to 40 credits. That's just showing that. Self-improvement. Okay, here's the course. The Ultimate Guide to Getting Stuff Done. So this is 37 credits, and based on how you're buying it. And so you would click in it to see what am I going to get with it. You're going to get ebooks. Ooh, that's good. Ebook worksheets. You get 3 worksheets. Coaching workshop. Wow. Action guides. And so you can redo these, make them your own, and put on your own images, just completely branded as your own. So not only do you have, here's what I would do, is I have my video training course, it's $27, but for an additional, in fact, let's make the training course $19. But I have a bump on that page that get all the worksheets, the checklist, the workshop, the slide deck presentation, and the audio portion for $27 more. So you can do a bump with this content. You've already got it made. Just change the image right here and put your own image. And so this would be a getting stuff done guide. So you can do a bump, and guys, people take these bumps, especially if you pack it with worksheets, stack flows, custom prompts, audio, portion with it. Okay. So PLR Me is one of my recommendations. The other is Intrapedia. Okay. I think that's about it. Any final questions from anybody? Okay. Looks like we're right at 2 hours. I don't know how I did it, but we're right at 2 hours. Let's see. Yep. Wayne, anything else?
No, those 2 links I've put on a text file on our server. So if you can't get to them,
oh, okay.
You can click that link and you'll see the links appear on the screen, and you can try them later.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. Share your course with me when you get done. Okay. Wayne and I will both write you a testimonial to put in on your sales page. So you can already have proof that it works. Is you got Damon and Wayne, each writing our own testimonial, and just put it in your sales page. So, and don't think you have to do it about digital marketing. It could be about anything. If you, especially if you're wanting to sell books, this is a great way to sell books, is show your, show your expertise on the book category, and then offer the book as the upsell, or put the book in as get the ebook included and then upsell them to the paperback. Yeah, Jill, the last link that Wayne shared, he quickly copied everything over to a text file. So if you click on that link on the text file, it's going to have the links in there for you. And I did this so y'all know you can play around with this a little bit, before you actually find your own content. Practice recording. If you don't have any transcripts, I know a couple of guys on the call have transcripts. If you don't, turn on a camera and just start recording yourself. Talk or record a Zoom call that you're talking with somebody, explaining things. But that will give you the transcripts that you can get your own writing style in there. Okay. So we will see you in 2 weeks. Hope you have a good one. And Wayne, any final thoughts before we leave?
No, just give it a go, because it's mind-blowing, to be fair.
Yep. And
let us know when you've done your course.
Yep. When you finish your course, let us know, and we'll go in there and give you a good testimonial. Okay. Bye for now. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.